Hey guys, let's get into this makeup tutorial. So I kind of wanted to just do a regular makeup tutorial talking about the products and applying them and doing just a look. I'm just in the mood for makeup. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. My face is already moisturized. I have my SPF on, so I'm gonna jump into the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I use the shade medium 4, and this is actually was hard to get my hands on for a while because this is what they say is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter product, which I think I tried once and I was just like, you know, I don't know if I love it, but the price, I guess because of the price, I was just like, you know, I don't think it's necessarily worth it for me, but trying the e.l.f. one, I'm like, you know what, for $14, you're getting a dupe. e.l.f. typically has really great stuff. So I just felt like, okay, you know what? I'll go ahead and purchase this and use it and see how I like it. And I think I do really enjoy it. Actually, there is a product that's an SPF. It's from Supergoop and it's their glow screen. And I actually really like that. If I were to get a product like that gives you a beautiful glow, like all over your face, I may tell you guys to get that one over the Charlotte Tilbury or the e.l.f. one that I just showed you guys, just because it has that SPF in it, which I think is it's like a multifaceted product. It has like, it's a little bit of makeup, but it has your SPF in it, which you always want to wear that, right? So next, we're going to be using the Huda Beauty Glowish Blur Jam. I've been really enjoying this product. It's kind of funny looking, like, I don't know, it doesn't look like it would feel hydrating on the skin, but it really does. And it has kind of like, I don't know, it's just this really odd textured primer that feels actually hydrating on the skin while blurring the areas that you want to blur. And for me, that is my nose and like my cheek area right here, just because my pores are a little bit larger in this area. And I don't like when that kind of shows through my makeup. So I'm actually gonna be using a new product for Complexion. I have not used this, but I've seen this quite a bit online being raved about a while back, and I just received it in PR, so thank you Makeup Forever for sending this. But this is their HD Skin all-in-one face palette. I've had a face palette from them before and it was just their foundations, but this one is concealer, foundation, contour shades, color corrector, blush, highlight. It's literally your all-in-one. So I'm going to play with this for my complexion today, and hopefully I love it. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna be using probably this shade for foundation, concealer, maybe play around some correctors and some contours. I do have some products out, like my foundation and things, just in case this isn't giving, but we might let's just get into it, right? By the way, I was looking for this product on Sephora and I didn't see it, so I think this is gonna be available on Makeup Forever's website. And I believe this is like their medium shade. I think the second shade, I think they have 2 shades of this, like 2 different ones, and I think this is the second one, the darker version. All right, so the foundation looks good. Hopefully my lighting isn't too bright. I apologize if it does look that way. I'm gonna play with the color corrector. I just wanna see what that's about. I think I'm gonna mix the two because this is a very vibrant orange. I haven't been really needing color corrector like I typically do with my complexion. Like, you guys can just see like the hyperpigmentation is gone away so much, but I still do kind of enjoy color corrector where my under eyes are, just because, girl, sometimes they look dark and tired. They just do. So I actually just now decided that I'm not going to be using any of the shades for concealer because I use the color corrector, and this is not, I don't feel like these products are like a fuller coverage, and I kind of prefer that with my concealer. So for today, I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer in shades Coconut Flakes and Sugar Biscuit. I just been loving this concealer. This is a very good concealer. If you guys haven't got a chance to try it, I highly recommend it. What I really love about it is that it's flexible under the eye, which is really nice because although I feel like I have still pretty youthful skin, those fine lines and wrinkles, it's able to adjust how your skin is moving. It is kind of a matte finish. It looks that way, but it doesn't feel that way, if that makes any sense at all. Along with it just being a thinner formula, which I prefer for the under eyes. And the coverage is really good. The coverage is really nice. It's about a full coverage concealer. I'm gonna be playing with these two shades here to bronze / kind of contour the skin and to bring back some warmth because I'm looking a little. I feel like this would be a really great product for makeup artists along with people who maybe want something minimal or kind of travel a bit because of the packaging and how everything is just in one place. I don't know if I would always reach for something like this personally, but when I do, like, I don't really do makeup on people anymore, but like once in a while I will do a family member's makeup, and this is something that's really nice to use. I'm gonna be taking Fenty Beauty's Swedish. This is their matchsticks, and I'm gonna be using this shade because it's not too cool, but it's not super warm, and I'm gonna use that to define my skin a little bit more because the shades in here are just a little warmer than I would prefer. Anyhow, I used to actually not like the matchsticks at all. When they first came out, something about the formula or how I was applying it just was not working for me at all. But I just kept wanting to try them because like when I would see people use them, it looked like it was working and it looked really nice. And I was just like, dang, why? I just kept trying and trying and trying. And I don't know if they changed the formula or something, but when I was working with Fenty Skin and Fenty Beauty, they sent me a whole bunch of stuff, of course, and I started using them again, and I really love them. They're really good. One of my go-tos for contouring, or just even the corrector and stuff like that. It's just really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and play with some blush, and I think I'm also gonna be using the correctors in this palette to mix with the blush to get the more of like a orangey, pinky situation going, which I think is kind of cool. Like this is truly a multifaceted product, which is so cool. And I love mixing blushes. I've probably shown you guys that before, but yeah, this is so pretty. Now, as far as foundation goes, I don't know, this is not my favorite foundation. Maybe formula or anything like that. This is a part of my, like, I have 3 foundations that I absolutely love, and this, as you guys probably have seen my review for this, love this, it's so good. But I feel like I wouldn't reach for this palette to use as foundation, but all the other shades for like contouring, maybe I haven't tried the concealer, but if you want to try a concealer or correcting and making blush, like I think this is really useful. I'm gonna go ahead and set the under eyes, and I'm going to set it with this One Size powder foundation first, and this is in the shade Light 1, and I like this because it has a pinky undertone. I love how full coverage this is. I'm a person who really does truly like a bright under eye when I do my makeup, so something like this is really nice because it's full coverage, yet it doesn't look cakey. And the undertone for this specific shade is really nice. Then I'm gonna go ahead and go into One Size setting powder. And I'm gonna use this to bake just a little bit, and then I'm gonna go into a brightening powder. Something about the under eyes, all the steps that I do, it's just so worth it. It's really good. So I actually like doing this trick where I like to apply my blush powder on top of my blush cream before I set the rest of my face. And I'm gonna be using the shade Winter Kiss from Kylie Cosmetics. And this is like a really cool bubblegum pink color. I love this shade. And I love pairing this shade with a orangier like cream blush underneath. I really like the contrast that it gives my skin. And for bronzer, I'm gonna be using my Makeup Forever HD Skin setting powder in the shade 4. I've done this like here and there. Sometimes I'll go for like a pressed bronzer or something like this, which is a darker shade. I love doing techniques like this because it really does leave your, like the bronzed parts of your face like just super seamless. Like, I mean, you really cannot tell where it ends or where it begins. It's just really gorgeous. But this is really just to bronze, if you get that. Like, bronzing is warm toned colors and shades, whereas contouring, you want to use something that's a little cooler, more neutral. Just be wary of how much powder you pick up. And then what I like to do to kind of finish it off, because again, it's a finely milled powder, kind of just taking, I kind of tap my brush in the cap of the jar, and whatever is on here, I kind of just tap a bit, and then I kind of just go over my face a little bit with it, because it just kind of allows your skin to look a little bit more blended and airbrushed and kind of flawless. And now I'm gonna set the rest of my face. I'm gonna be using the Sephora Micro Smooth powder. I love this. This is in the shade Sand. I'm gonna be taking a powder puff, and I love this powder because it is not heavy. I feel like this is the perfect powder to really set your face with because of the fact that it's not a heavy powder. It's not cakey. I really think it just does a really great job of just setting this face. And that's what I personally want to do. I want to set the rest of my face. All the other areas have concentrated product in. It's to give a different look, like, you know, blush and contour. Like, I'm doing something specific in those areas, but the rest of my skin, like right here and everything like that, I just need to set that. I don't need to add any extra to it. So we're gonna go into our last setting powder. This is the Jaclyn Cosmetics Brightening Powder in Light Banana. I kind of play around with the pink shade and the banana shade. I just really love these specific products. She has a lot of good stuff. If you guys haven't checked her out, I highly recommend you do because her products are really nice. I use quite a bit of her stuff all the time in my routine. I'm gonna be using Bright Banana just because we went in with that pink shade, and I don't want my skin to necessarily look pink. It's more just to help brighten and neutralize. So going in on top of that with this will help, I think, neutralize that pink undertone so it's not extremely pink, if you catch my drift. I will say for this specific powder, you don't need to leave this sitting quite long because it is a very brightening like powder. It is what she said it is, a brightening powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and dust that off. I guess I'm just going to finish the complexion for the most part, and I'm going to be applying a little bit of Rare Beauty highlighter. I haven't been a highlight girl in a minute, but I got these in PR, and I just want to take a minute to shout out Miss Selena Gomez because I'm not a highlight girl like I used to be. I think back in 2016, 17, 18, 19, when we was wearing highlighter, we were doing too much. It was too much. We were looking crazy. I was one of them. But this formula is so beautiful. I'm using the shade Exhilarated, or Exhilarate, I think. Yeah, Exhilarate. And I just have to say, this formula, I don't know what this is. It's like a pressed, I think it's a bake. I don't know what she did, but I think what I really, really love about this is that it's definitely, like, it's glowy for sure, but it's not shimmery. It's not gonna leave, it's not chunky. It's not gonna leave like chunky specks of glitter and just like product. I mean, it is really finely milled and pressed in here, and it leaves, you can obviously build it up if that's your taste. But for me, I do like a little bit of glow. And I can get that subtle skin, like glow from within skin with this. It's just so beautiful. Hold on, let me find my brush. I'm using her brush that came with it. Like this formula really gets me excited about using highlighter again because it's been a while, girl. And I just like to do just the slightest like kiss of glow, just a little bit. And I just try to keep it in the area like right here. I don't bring it all the way down. So yeah, like I feel like this looks good. So we're gonna jump into the eyes. The eyes are gonna be super simple. Yeah, they're gonna be super simple. I'm not gonna zoom in. I'm gonna tell you why, because I don't know if you can even see it right now, but my eyebrows, I need to pluck them. Honestly, I would have plucked them before this video, but I'm running short on time. Oh my gosh. So we're just going to do a simple eye, because as you guys already know, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything with my life here. I'm just making tutorials. I'm keeping this look extremely basic because I actually want to do a liner look. So the eyeshadow is gonna be super basic. I'm gonna be going with my Mario palette. If you don't have this, you need it. Like this is it's everything you need to create a look for real. And mattes are really in right now, but like to have your basic, this is, yeah, he really did his thing with this one. I know he was in the studio like, yeah, he was in the lab like, yeah, this is it. In my lid, and that's literally it, you guys. I'm just taking, I'm literally just using like these colors at the top. As simple as that, because I'm doing a liner look and I want the liner to really kind of be the star of the show. I'm gonna be using the Benefit Their Real Extreme Precision, good God, precision liner. I'm going to just do a little, that's a good length. Actually, I'm not even mad. I was gonna do like a big old jumbo liner, but I'm not even mad at this. Okay, honestly, I'm not even mad at that length. Let's do the other side. Oh, see, God. Oh! Okay, I'm in a scenario. You guys already know what it is. Do I either shorten this try to clean this up with a concealer, or should I just, God. I'm gonna go with my original plan and make that longer because honestly, I think this is the best we're gonna do. I think it looks good. I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay, so I thought I could make this like a fun look by adding some blue liner, but I wanted to do little dots. I don't know, I'm just trying to step out of my regular, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Oh my God, my dots are looking so, what did I do? We gonna focus on this side. I think that's cute. I think it's cute. Good thing I'm not going nowhere. Okay, so, ooh, let me take care of brows. I'm gonna do my brows really quickly. I'm probably gonna cut out that part just cause, but y'all need to see that same thing over and over again. Nothing has changed, nothing has changed. So let me do that real quick. Then I'll put on some lashes because y'all don't need to see that either. And we'll do a lip and then we'll be done. Okay, so here we are with our eye makeup. I think it looks really cute. It's not perfect, but I still think it looks really nice. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is finish off this look with a lip combo, and I am thinking cool toned lip, but nude and nudie nude. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with my favorite lip liner. I've talked about this a million times. If you haven't tried it, you have listening problems. Okay, so this is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Total Taupe. Godsend. At least for my skin complexion, maybe someone a little darker or a little lighter than me, this is really great to contour the lips if you are someone who likes to overline. I'm gonna be taking the Pat McGrath lip liner pencil. What does she call this? Her Permagel Ultra Lip Pencil and contour. This shade typically gets slowed out a bit, and again, this is something that works well for like my skin tone, like my shade of lips, or maybe someone a little bit lighter or darker than me. I love this. We're gonna be actually blending this and bringing that into the lip. Now I'm going to be taking the Jaclyn Cosmetics liquid lipsticks in Nudie, and this is very, very nude. But I like to use this on the center, which you guys are about to see, so yeah. This is extremely, extremely nude. I know. I'm not leaving it like this, okay? I'm gonna be going into this Morphe lip gloss. This was a collaboration with Madison Beer, and this is the shade Mercury. It's a very cool toned gloss, and this is gonna help marry everything together because although this is okay, this is not a lip combo for your girl. I'm sorry. Like, if you want a skin tone nude and you're my shade or around this shade. And that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It's super simple. I feel the most at ease doing tutorials like this. I just want to do my makeup. I want to show y'all what I'm using. I want to talk about the product a bit and create a look. And I just, so expect more of these videos because I just love them. I just love how simple it is, and I love that I don't have to overthink it. I feel the most at ease doing videos like this. So I hope you guys enjoy them because I will be putting more of these out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like the look, of course, give me a thumbs up. That lets me know you guys enjoyed the video at the very least. Comment down below, like, do you like the Makeup Forever palette? Like, let me know your thoughts. Did you guys recreate this look? Tag me, comment, whatever the case may be. I want to chat with you guys. I love how this turned out. I think it's really cute. It was a little chaotic. But it was cute. By the way, I didn't mention the lash style that I'm using. I customized these. Sorry. I stacked lashes, little individuals, and this is what we got. So maybe if you guys want, I can make a video showing you guys how I do that with my lashes. So let me know again in the comments. I won't know what you guys are looking forward to seeing from me if you guys don't tell me. So make sure you guys go ahead and let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much again for watching. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, see. I'm gonna get this together. I'm gonna get it together today or tomorrow, girl. Bye.